down.
That's how I count down.
1, 2, 3 is counting. 3, 2, 1 is counting down.
Meh.
We're gonna do a countdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Semantics. I'm counting down the list of important numbers because 1 is obviously the most important. So.
Actually, not always. 1 can also be bad.
No, it's not. But
because if you want more points, 1 is garbage.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are live at least. I think we are. So.
What is this lineup coming out of Rockport? They change 80 carries?
Yeah, they put 100T Noob to sub, brought in Hydreion as their starter. So, this is the new Rockport, the new Rockport.
Ah. Right. Yeah, they don't really post too much about about this stuff.
Here we go. Everyone said R. Just sat there for another minute and a half.
Yum. I just got done eating.
Yeah, how was that? What did you eat?
Me had Taco Bell.
Pickle Bell?
Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell.
Sir.
Sound like you said Pickle Bell. Like that would be the worst restaurant.
Fried pickle. Actually, fried pickles are not bad.
Ugh, don't talk to me about pickles. I hate pickles.
Oh, really? See, I used to love pickles. I was a pickle guy back in my day. I haven't had them in a while, but I'll have them occasionally. OG Prison won 1,000 points. Oh, nice.
Woo! Congrats,
won the
sir.
roulette. Roulette it all.
Yep.
Do it. Bet you won't. And just be like what I did.
Yeah. Sitting there on 2 million points. Huh.
Yeah, except you weren't being held hostage, so.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Jax and Warwick being the first 2 bans.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, Rusty
Warwick
plays
not
those a
so
bit,
much,
but...
but
I mean, against a good Warwick player, sometimes you're just like, maybe I should ban the Warwick.
yeah. Yeah, Warwick early game, if he actually gets going, is not fun to deal with.
It's not. It feels really awful. Rip Mac Miller again with the Mac Millers. Yeah.
What is with Mac Miller? What happened to Mac Miller?
He OD'd and died.
What? Another one? And another one. I guess that's just the theme.
And another one.
I guess that's just the theme over the next couple of years. Artists are just gonna start KOing themselves. we had the singer from Linkin Park. I could never remember the guy's name from Soundgarden.
I don't even know.
Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell.
I'm just caught up on you calling it KOing.
Knockout.
It's a little out there. Pick band though. Garen picked up for Zonite. Rockport, one of the teams that really enjoys playing Garen. Morgana picked up presumably for Clovers. Pretty decent comps coming out from both teams so far.
I guess I figured KOing is more stream friendly than slitting throat.
I mean, I would have said SD, self-destructed.
Yeah, sure.
But that's just me being a Super Smash Bros. Player.
In the next 3 seconds.
Yep. Quick Slice playing the Graves. And okay, that's interesting. So they must think that that's a Swain top or a Swain bottom if they're banning away the Fizz still, which it might be. I guess I haven't really looked at Reinette's champion pool.
Yeah, Swain is really weird right now. You really can't predict where he goes.
Yeah, that's okay. That's Swain top because Reinette plays a lot of that. He's got a 70% win rate across 20 games. So that's Swain top.
Yeah. But even still, even if one person plays it, like, he can still be played in 3 different roles.
Yeah, it's one of the few like hyper versatile champions in the game.
At least right now, anyway.
Right.
I miss champions like those back when Quinn was in 4 different roles.
Spew.
When Quinn had the highest win rate in top jungle,
every
mid, and AD
every
carry.
single role. Like, why is she not being played support? Eh.
Yeah, support's kind of garbage, but yeah, every other role is really
The
good.
reason she's not played support is because it gets picked away by someone else on the team before it can get picked for support.
I mean, there are first pick supports, but normally once it comes to Plat Plus, you don't first pick support unless it's more.
For Clovers, you've been trying to get some days off for so long. It's unfortunate. Hydreion picking up the Twitch. Definitely securing a lot of late game power there. Going up against Kaiser, though, should be pretty even in terms of late game output.
Surprised they let the guys go through.
Yeah, well, they wanted to ban out Zog, which is understandable because Zog is a terrifying player. He still has, like, yeah, I was about to say Xerath and Zoe up. I definitely like his Xerath a lot. I think his Xerath is probably his best of the control mage picks, or sorry, the poke mages.
Yeah, I haven't seen his Xerath really. I've only ever seen the Zoe.
Yeah, he's played Zoe, Ziggs, and Xerath, all the Zzz champions. Um, oh boy. But it's going to be countered by Malzahar, which I feel like it's actually probably an okay matchup for Xerath. I don't think he really needs to worry too much about Malzahar getting on top of him.
Yeah, no, because normally once it comes to that point, I think both of them are going to try to be not in lane anymore.
Yeah. Malzahar's ult should be just it should be his passive, and it should just be like a 200 range AoE around him. It's just like when he's within 200 range of somebody, he just suppresses them until he's not in range of them anymore.
That sounds really broken.
Just watch.
Like, I'm in range of you. You're not going.
It would be a more ideal situation to just get on top of 2 people and sit there for the rest of the game and just make it like, oh, yeah, if you land a 5-man passive, you just win the game because you just wouldn't move and they'd be suppressed for the rest of the match.
That would be so broken.
Yeah, no, it would.
It'd be so ridiculous. Like, just flash into the middle of their team to stun everybody.
Don't kill them, guys. Do not kill them.
Like, I don't even know if that would, like, even if it could do that, like, you'd need so much extra damage on your team to be able to actually make that successful. You'd have to have, like, I'd be like, maybe even like a Malzahar support then.
Right.
Because I need to have, like, Ziggs or somebody, like, Ziggs Twitch. Like, just anybody that does AoE damage.
So bad. Oh, God. All right, what are we thinking for a bet this time?
Against these teams, how about first to 5 kills?
Okay.
Or how long will it take to get to 5 kills? Or whatever it is.
Okay. We can do one of those. Or we can do DPS, like who does more damage, Kaizo or Twitch?
Yeah, we could do that too.
That'd be interesting.
Well, to be honest, it'd probably be Kaisa. Because Kaisa's a lot better early.
Right, but Twitch does crazy AoE late.
Yeah. But we also don't know much about Hydreion, whereas Soccer's been around for a while.
Yeah. All right, bets up. Go ahead and, or maybe not. It's doing that stupid thing. Or
What's
click
that?
it and it's not actually starting. I really hate it when it does this. There we go. Yeah, it started freaking 3 times. Okay, let me close. Yeah, it's like the freaking program I work with. Okay. Now there should only be one.
It could just be having issues right now too, unless it
It
actually.
was doing it last week and as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I just didn't see it last week. Who will have higher damage, Kaisa or Twitch? What if I have more than 10,000 to bet?
Well, that's a darn shame. That's to keep people from like Sean Bear from grabbing way too easy of a bet and you get in like 40 grand bet off.
It's bet 40. Well, you could probably bet more than once, maybe. I wonder if it works like that.
No, I don't think you can.
That'd be funny. Just bet 10,000 four times instead of 40,000.
Really? So you guys there's no contest running? That's frustrating. Let me restart it. Let me try it again.
No.
This is not letting you guys bet. Yeah. I need to find a new. I'm probably gonna try Streamlabs next season. I hear that one's a lot better.
We'll see. Even Streamlabs has been having issues recently, like especially with like the stream effects. I know a lot of people have been having issues with like their notifications turning off sometimes.
Luckily, I'm not like too attached to the notifications. They're nice, but like,
Well, for this, like you don't really need them, but like if you're a streamer that likes to have them, like when you have them on, and they just randomly turn off.
yeah.
I hate Taco Bell's new cups and straws.
Oh yeah, what
They're
have they
the
started doing?
worst. It's like a harder plastic compared to like the flimsy stuff that they used to have, like the cardboard.
Right.
But the straws now are like the same type of hard plastic they use for the cups. So when you bend it on accident, it'll like crack the straw, and then there's a hole like in the straw.
Jesus.
So when you try to suck up out of it, there's just like a pocket of air that doesn't let you
Right.
like actually get any soda.
That's why you gotta unless it's like in the middle, then you're kind of screwed. But if it's like at the very like top or like bottom, you can just like flip the straw upside down and it'll save you for a while.
Yeah, mine's like it's like 1/4 of the way up, so it doesn't matter like whatever side I flip it on, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
Because once it just gets that low, like then it just sucks.
Ha! I get it. It sucks.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Electrocute on Mouse? No, that's not very good. He definitely does not need the burst, especially after Electrocute getting nerfed. Like that just seems really, really bizarre to me. You would want to go Airy or Comet.
May have been a mistake.
Or you want to go... I'm a big fan of Spellbook still. I think Spellbook is still a really strong rune.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad if you're just not gonna play aggressive or just think you'll do like summoner spells more.
It lets you be aggressive differently, right? Because it lets you take Teleport Osmouse, which you want. Oh, a pause. Right? So it lets you take Teleport, and then you can swap over to Ignite, or you can take Ghost, because Mauls works so well with so many different spells, which is kind of what the point of Spellbook is, right? So it's like, what summoner spell do I want to use for this scenario? Oh, I'll take Ghost, or oh, heal, right? It's like, there's so many good things that Malzahar can do with Spellbook that I really like what it can do for him, even now after it got nerfed from what it used to be.
I guess my problem is like, even though it's Spellbook, like it's still good. Like TP also got nerfed.
Yeah.
So like now, even if you took Spellbook, like whatever cooldown you swap to, it'd be still down for whatever the TP cooldown is.
That's what it used to be.
Sucks. Or like, is it halved?
No. So nowadays, whatever you swap to, you just get that immediately, and when you use it, it goes back to your old spell. So you go back to Teleport. So when you use TP, you can just swap to another spell, and you've got another spell still, and your TP is still counting down.
Huh.
So yeah, so using you don't permanently swap to a new spell now. When you use that spell, you go back to your original one.
Weird. I'd have to try it out then and see how that works.
Yeah, it's generally worse than it used to be because you can't swap to the same spell twice. Well, you can. You just have to swap to like 3 different spells before you can go back to one that you've swapped to before.
Yeah.
So you can't just swap between TP and Ignite and just like dominate all the time. But again, Malzahar works with literally almost every single spell.
Every single.
Every single, again, making fun of my speech impediment. Yeah, son of a bitch.
Every single. Man, I want to say something to that person, but Ham doesn't let me swear on stream.
Yeah, that's good.
F off, crazy. Rockford for the win. Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know what this pause is about. I think it's on ITC, but he reconnected, so they should be able to go, but no clue.
What did it say? Like what it was? Well, top lagged, I guess.
He's seeing again. Yeah, I don't know. I have chat disabled so that if some weird stuff goes into chat, stream can't see it. So I rely on my
Yeah.
co-caster to tell me what's going on with pauses and stuff.
Too bad. Nothing for me.
What a shame, what a shame.
You're gonna have to get all your own information, like PMs from chats or from players.
Yeah.
Oh, you reconnected again.
Well, we'll see if we can get in.
Well, how's everyone doing so far? So far, so good.
Hey
You're
there,
just talking-
viewers.
You're just talking in chat. Any votes on who's gonna win this series?
You asking them, like the chat, or me?
Either.
I gave my prediction yesterday. I said 2-1 Rockport.
Hey, Clovers is playing. I just realized that.
Yes, so their support was sitting at 57 games played, so they were barely ineligible. So they had to dip out, and Clovers came in.
Why? What's the minimum?
60.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Minimum 60 games played in a single queue. So I guess they were told to finish up their games, and they accidentally played it in the wrong queue. So they didn't hit 60 in one queue. So they had to step out, and Clovers came back. And Clovers has been trying so hard to get a day off from like playing, or like a week off. But like they just always need Clovers to come and sub in. So like poor Clovers just wants to stop playing, but just can't.
XD.
Yeah. No, it's unfortunate that we had to say no, even though they were only 3 games short. But it's the point of making a line.
Yeah.
If I can blur the line at 57, then I can blur it at 56, and if I can blur it at 56, then I can blur it at 55.
Yeah, and then it just goes to more and more. And causes problems.
Yep.
We are.
Are we getting back in it? This pause feels longer than it's been. It feels like it's been like 10 minutes, but it's only been 6.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because the game just started, so that's probably why.
Right.
Like, we're just sitting here staring at, like, the Lua spawning. Like,
Yeah.
wait, the game hasn't even started yet. Normally, pauses, like, happen, like, big-game.
I forgot to play some elevator music.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let's go ahead and find that. Or I can find some luau music next time.
Play the Spanish Flea.
The what?
The Spanish Flea.
I don't know what that is.
If you look it up, it's a really funny song. That's what I was Like if we ever actually do start like the game show, like that's what I was thinking of like playing when I asked the questions.
God.
It's like one of like those like funny trumpet type songs where it's just like on a loop for like an hour.
Jesus. All right. Well, right as I started up the elevator music, the pause stopped, so that was short-lived.
Wait, what? There's music in here?
Yeah, we are gonna get back into it. Pretty much same start from both sides. Which team comp do you prefer? Looking at them, which do you think actually is more well-rounded?
Mm, really hard to say because both of them really kind of make up for like what was lost with the champions that were picked. So like Morg is basically Mel's on the other team.
Yeah.
Twitch is Kaisa.
Ooh,
Ooh.
lots of damage coming onto Hydro and force use heal already as the Ignite brings him down to about 150 health.
Like really the only advantage that DoV has more is probably because of Swain and Morg together.
Yeah.
Because their AoE damage can do a lot in team fights.
Right.
So I'd probably pick them if Twitch isn't careful.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of pick potential too, so he's got to be really, really careful.
Yeah.
I definitely I see where you're coming from, and I agree. I think DoV's comp is just a little bit better in what it's gonna be able to do. Because I really like the Twitch, and I think it can really work. But they're lacking so much crowd control because they literally only have it from Malzahar and Braum.
Yeah.
Which means Twitch getting like a monstrous ult off is gonna have to be positioned really well, and DoV are gonna have to be really out of position for that to even happen.
Yeah, and there really isn't much they can do to like lock down more than just one person.
Yeah.
Which I guess could be okay.
Yeah, Graves ganking bots. Shroud's already been used. Clovers is in a little bit of a rough spot. Forced to flash away. Gets stunned.
Nice.
Is he going to die? He does go down. First blood to Hydreion. Really good job there. Getting a bit of an advantage. Now Reinhardt trying to run away from Zonite.
Yeah, that was a good jump for Sean land the Q to be able to get the final stun off.
Yeah.
Because I actually thought he was going to get out of that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be able to as well, but I guess not. I don't know if he didn't have his black shield or did he use it on someone else or
I think it got popped.
Oh, okay.
Back. Because it is really weak at rank 1. So
yeah.
when you pop it, like you can have it get blocked anyway, but you'll still just die if you're low enough HP.
Right. Yeah.
But he did get stunned though, so yeah, I'm not sure if he used it early.
I think it probably got popped on Braum Q. Would be my guess. But not sure.
Because it only blocks like 100 damage level 1.
Yeah, I think the Braum Q broke it and still applied the passive, because I think it still applies passive, even if it...
Yeah, right now at level 1 it only blocks 93 HP.
Yeah.
So that's not a lot.
No.
And Braum passive... it doesn't say what his passive does.
His Q. Because the passive just applies from Q hitting in it. Even if you get black shielded by a lot of stuff, the mark still applies. It's weird, some of them don't, but...
Yeah. Well, Braum's Q only does 82. So... But I think it has... There's like a percentage of damage that the stun does to whoever procs it to.
Right.
So, I don't know. It'd be like 82 plus whatever. So, yeah, it was probably just procced over.
Probably.
Because either way, like, whoever would auto it would still proc it and deal more damage than the shield is.
Right.
Ooh, Trundle's...
he's sneaking down, but he's on a ward, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Trundle's sneaking down, but there's a ward.
Yep. Yeah, Kaiser's farming pretty well. Oh, is Randall going to be able to stop this? He does. Nice. That'll help him a bit. The more he can delay Zonite from being able to recall, the better.
To be honest, though, I don't think it really does too much because like both him and Swain, like they're both just kind of there early on.
Right, but it's especially bigger because Swain has a freeze, right? So like Garen was losing CS trying to back, and then it got stopped, and the freeze is still there. So like he just keeps losing more and more CS, and he's gonna walk up into lane too, which means more CS loss instead of using TP. So like, sure the CS is pretty even, but I mean Swain was down before, and that's also a lot of XP lost for Zonite.
Yeah.
So that's actually that could be pretty big in the long run if Swain does this correctly.
I suppose either way, it'll probably still be good for DoV though, because his jungler, if it stays like that, he could just walk up. But it looks like they're still trying to go bot.
Yeah, ooh, Binding lands onto
Wow.
Twitch. Now Trundle coming around. They should be able to get a pretty good gank off here. As Hydreion is in Viz, might be able to get away while Sean Bear's trying to run as well. And a
they're
TP
teleporting.
out from Zonite. Should be matched by Reinat. But,
that was
that
Malz-
was actually Malzahar. It wasn't even the Karen. His ultimate's going to be able to pick up the kill there. And Reinat did find his way down. Forces the flash out of Hydreion with the never move as he keeps chasing forward. Is he able to get a kill off? He does get the explosion, but it's not going to finish anybody off. Now the concussive blows finish stacking, and he's going to end up falling. Zog trying to snipe someone off his ult, but he's not able to. The health bars for Rockport barely existent.
That was some crazy dodging and fighting by like both teams.
Oof. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Rockport still getting 2 for 0 in the situation. They got some top lane pressure. And now they have a TP advantage too, so.
Did you do a bit, by the way, or were you not able to get it running?
You say what? Oh, the bet? No, it should be up. Yeah, it's up. Alright, Dragon fight coming through. Quick Slice in a little bit of trouble. No ult from Kai'Sa, otherwise she'd be able to chase forward that and get a kill. But they will take the tower. Zonite almost got this tower just from that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's Garen key resets. Yay!
It applies to towers. How fun.
No, I was just wondering because it said who will do more damage. Oh yeah, that's right. Because we did Kai'Sa or Twitch.
Yep.
I forgot like what we did it for. I was like, what happened?
Yeah. But game is definitely in Rockport favor. Even with 3 kills, only about 1,000 gold ahead, but still in a good spot. Soccer gonna be forced to flash away from the Twitch. Gets hit by the winner's bite. I think he might be able to get out though. So low as Hydreion almost picks up the kill.
Yeah, he didn't have the flash from earlier because he had to burn it the dodge binding from the fight.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunate. Clovers, though, able to come in and get the save. Zonite taking a trade versus Reinat. Might actually be in a bit of a bad spot, but Quick Slice is here. Reinat doesn't know. He's going to be able to flash away, gets the silence off, and Amasi Injustice means so much burst damage coming down on the Reinat, which means this first tower definitely going to go over to Rockport.
I didn't even see if like a grave skill landed or something. His health just like disappeared.
That's Garen ult for you.
Was he the villain? No, he wasn't even the villain.
No one is the villain, but it still does like 35% of their missing health is magic damage.
Wow.
And Graves walks up one auto take. Yeah, that's gonna kill.
Well, he might have gotten a Q off too.
It was Garen Q, Graves auto at least, and Garen ult.
Yeah.
And I mean Swain walked into that bush at half health, so.
Kind of surprised more of these Qs from Xerath aren't landing on the creeps because I feel like they should be because they're pretty much in the thing. Maybe it's just because of how weird the crabs animations are.
Oh, you mean the Voidlings? You're surprised it's not hitting the Voidlings as much? Yeah, I think it is hitting the Voidlings. Rusty Squeezeoff's gonna be fighting Quick Slice. He's in a little bit of trouble. He does have the ability to run away, but oh my god, never move barely goes wide, and the ultimate actually manages to hit. Now Swain needs to be careful because there is 2 members here. He's gonna run. Meanwhile, bot lane now.
I was surprised he didn't ult earlier.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was on cooldown or not.
I think he was just not wanting to use it if he didn't feel like he had to.
Yeah.
Reinhardt's going to try as hard as he can to save this tower. I'm actually surprised they didn't take it earlier. They let the Trundle kind of scare him off when they had the minion wave and they were still pretty healthy.
Yeah, but Quick Slice was pretty low, and he doesn't regen like Garen does. So like Garen probably could have stayed, but Quick Slice would have probably risked dying if they overpushed.
Yeah, we'll see though. Reinhardt going to try and go for an all-in. The turret's already fallen, but Quick Slice didn't finish his back. This means Reinhardt is going to be forced to run. One more Q from Zonite should be able to let him finish this off. He's going to get it. The ult actually, no, I guess his Q is not nearly as strong as I thought it was. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a little fool to try to. That's why I'm thinking like Graves. I think probably landed a Q.
That was
like made all.
I mean that time, but maybe who knows? But I'm gonna blame that on the 5 damage nerf that hit Garen's Q at level 9.
It's almost like as funny as the Ezreal Q damage buff that made him broken his craft, and then he was played in like every role.
Yeah.
They're like, let's buff his Q by 5 damage and see what happens. Then he was played jungle, he was played mid. I don't know if he was ever played top. I think people just played him top in solo queue, but
Yeah, I don't think he ever really became viable top.
too squishy, even though he does damage.
Yeah, even being able to kite away, it's just not going to be that effective.
Yeah, most top laners are generally pretty good at closing, at least if you're in a long lane.
Yeah. Herald, though, is on Rockport now. I haven't already taken out the first tower. This just means they can open up more lanes. Mid lane looking pretty juicy if they choose to go there with it.
They might even just decide to use a bot.
They
just
might.
to get bot and then rotate mid.
It looks like that's kind of their plan. It looks like they kind of want to move Heat Viper and Quick Slice over, but with them back in, probably not actually. Oh my god, Binding Lands, nice. Bladed the
Surprised
Twitch.
Kai'Sa didn't go in on that.
They had vision of Graves at blue, so they knew unless they one-shot him, it wasn't going to happen. Zion, though, in a little bit of trouble. Pillar's been used as slow as coming out. Vision of the Empire should slow him up as well, and a nice never move. I mean, Zonite definitely overstepped his boundaries. He's going to fall. Reinhardt picks up his first kill of the game.
I think the Swain ult was a little bit overkill, though.
Probably.
He was pretty much dead after he got pulled back.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. I don't think the ult was necessary.
But we'll see what happens. So, because it looks like they're still trying to go bot.
Yeah, they've got the Herald. They definitely want to kind of open that up, especially with Heat Viper so close to getting mid. Use the Herald to get more damage off. And mid lane went down. Yeah, Rusty squeezed up way too early.
Oh, wow.
Twitch, though, to get hit by the binding. Soccer trying to run away. The Ignite's down. And the ultimate is out as well, but Soul Shackle is going to be stopping them from advancing. Now, Hydreion is a little bit out of position. He gets flashed on by Rusty Squeezebox, but he's still going to disengage.
Unlucky. Stopwatch kind of just like negated everything they were trying to do there.
Yeah. Definitely didn't feel too great. They do have multiple people down bot, though. Zog might need to be a little bit careful. The stun goes wide. Now with Malzahar over the wall, he's going to flash in the quick kill onto Trundle. He's going to be able to chase forward. Soccer gets tagged by the winner's bite. He's way too low to do anything now. The ult coming in from Xerath. Is he going to be able to finish anyone off? No, but heal used. Now Heat Viper in a bit of a bad spot. He gets hit by the binding. Never moves. Going to pull him in as well. He goes down. DoV not giving up.
Rockport kind of overstaying a little bit for that after they got out.
Yeah.
They got the one kill and then they kind of just stayed there.
Yeah, they looked unsure on what they wanted to do, whether they wanted to try using the Herald or go for Dragon or what, but
they still got a little bit of time left on there. I think it's still enough for them to get back down if they do so choose to use it down there.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be the most readily available lane to try and get something done in, so it's probably where they should head with it.
The Garen Q is actually ridiculous.
It's dumb.
I don't know if you just saw that tower damage. He killed it and took out like 200 damage off the tower.
Yeah, Garen is Hey, Garen's stupid. I hate Garen.
What do you mean? Garen is fun. He silences you, and then you can't do anything, and then he just spins on your face.
I would rather it if Garen's Q didn't silence and it slowed.
Yeah, that would be much better. But even still, I think that would be broken.
It'd be really good still. It would probably make him better, honestly, but it would be
Yeah.
less stupid.
Honestly, I think Garen just needs a rework.
Yeah.
They gave him like a rework, but like really all they did was just rework his ult. Like everything else is still pretty much the same.
I mean, even that, like his ult's the same. He just now his moves just do like true damage essentially.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you just gave him a straight up buff. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Like when they reworked Olaf and did the same thing, and then realized he was broken, and then nerfed him into the ground, so then he wasn't played for 2 seasons.
They do that with a lot of champions.
Yeah. Olaf being a little more notable just because he was actually pretty ridiculous when he was
Yeah.
strong. I miss season 2 and 3 Olaf.
I don't.
When you could 1v2 1v2 in the top lane. That was always fun. Honestly, I always thought that would be cool if they, for like mini games or something, they brought back like future or past seasons. Like for mini game, like bring back season 2.
I don't really like the idea of that. I'm not so beholden to the past that I just need them to make a new game mode for it. If they change the game, they change the game.
But sometimes changes aren't always good.
I'm saying most of the ones that League have made are good. Especially when you look at champions.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single rework that I went, this champion was better before the rework, health-wise. They've reworked people and they've just been trash tier afterwards, but they're healthier.
I know there's one, and I cannot for the life of me remember what one it was, but I know there was at least one rework that came out that was just god awful.
Yeah.
Or not a rework, actually champion. Talia, when she came out for the first time, like she was actually the only champion to ever be released. It was just awful. Because she couldn't do like any damage really.
There were there's a lot of champions that release in really poor states.
Yeah, but a majority of them are almost always at least either OP or decent.
Yeah, I mean Azir I think Azir was worse than Talia on release. It took a lot of buffs to get Azir viable, and then he was absolutely broken.
And now he's just unbalanceable.
Yeah.
He's like Rise apparently to Riot. Like they just can't balance the champion.
They were gonna do another Rise and Azir rework this season.
Oh, I know. I heard about the Rise one. I didn't hear about the Azir one, but I heard about the Rise one. It was like shortly after. They were like, "Yeah, Rise is still not balanced."
Yeah, they were planning on doing another like mini Rise and mini Azir rework this season. I think it was supposed to be like a little bit before mid-season, and then I guess people were just like, "Guys, just give up."
Yeah. I mean, how many reworks has Rise had now? 5?
Like 3 or 4.
At least, no, I think it's at least 5. Like 4 or 5. Because there was 2 season 4. There was the one that made his abilities like do bonus AoE damage when he ulted.
Right.
And then there was the one that changed his E.
Which is the one that we're on right now, right?
No, because his E's been around. They're mostly been changing his alt.
Yeah, but his E amplifying his other moves, that's new.
Yeah.
Because it used to bounce between people.
Well, no, what happened before was his alt would amplify other moves instead of having a teleport.
Right, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to amp his other moves, but like now his E like gives bonus effects to his other moves. That's new. That's his new
really?
E. Yeah. If you mark someone with E and you Q them, your Q will do bonus damage.
Oh yeah, like
right?
that.
That kind of stuff,
Okay.
right? Yeah. That's what I mean, right? That's new. Whereas it used to just like bounce between people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they've only reworked him twice.
No, it's been more than that. I know
2 or
it's
3
more.
times. It hasn't been 5.
I'm actually gonna look this up now. I need to know.
Yeah, Rockport are really committing for this pick. It is not coming to them. There's nothing happening in the match built up. How am I supposed to focus on it when nothing's happening? There is a bit of a fight, though, with the Glacial Fissure being used to try and catch them out, but they're not able to get the passive stacks off. Clover's sticking around way too long as collateral damage goes a little bit short. Sean Bear first to fall in the fight, whereas the Malzahar ult should be catching up Zog. Now they are kiting away for their lives, but a shutdown on to Quickside. Zonite is in a little bit too deep. He does use Demacian Justice as he's trying to get the 1v4 off. Soul Shackles gonna be catching the Garen with the E as well. That is him going down. And right as I say nothing's happening, there's a big fight.
Yeah, I don't really think it was them kiting. I think they were trying to bring the Garen into the fight, but then they just kind of left Garen to die. Which is unfortunate.
If you don't like the way we're casting, you're just fine to leave. There was nothing for us to talk about. Nothing that we felt like talking about, at least.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about when nothing's happening? Ooh, he's killing minions,
Oh
guys.
man, he's got one more component on his item. Very little was going on. So we'd rather talk about Rise reworks.
Yeah. Lincoln Kaiser kill Twitch. Yeah. Well, she probably could kill him right now, to be honest, but...
Yeah, I'm getting
It's
close.
just,
Especially... What is she building? Oh, that's Rageblade. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that it's hard for her to really find an opening to get on him. Because Rockport has pretty much been following Twitch
Yeah,
most of the game.
Zog, that is a little dangerous. He's flashing away, but... Definitely in a rough spot.
Must have fell behind you or something, unless you're behind me.
I don't know. One of them. Sometimes the game lags up and you'll fall behind. It might have been me, though.
Yeah, that's probably you, because
Yeah,
I can't go forward.
Yep, I was behind. Yeah, sometimes there's like a small stutter and it actually like drops you back like a quarter of a second. And if
Yeah.
it happens enough without noticing, you just like end up 4 or 5 seconds behind.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like
I'll
right there,
see
it just happened
occasionally.
again. But a big fight popping out in the mid lane. Twitch already down. Seanbear going to be the next one to fall as 2 kills go over to DoV.
Well, they finally caught him out. Hit the binding.
Yep, there he goes. That's a dead Twitch. Like, good job from DoV persevering so far. It's still going to be a long ride. But as I mentioned earlier, their team comp does have a little bit more CC, which should help in these mid to late game fights.
Hey, we try to be different from Riot Games. We don't talk about words here in this channel.
This is more of like an LCK style casting where they'll literally sit down and talk for like 5 minutes about what they ate for lunch.
You know, that's what I missed about LCK though. Like, they talk about like the most random stuff sometimes. Like, they just start talking about movies.
There would be nothing happening, so they would talk about whatever they felt like talking about. Zonite, though, huge wave, able to get the bot lane tower. Gonna start amplifying their map presence. If he's able to keep pushing down there, that kind of opens up Baron a bit for him. What did I have for lunch? I have only eaten 2 donuts and 3 Cokes today.
You didn't go to get food when we took a break?
I did not. Actually, no. Sorry. I ate a bowl and a half of All Berries Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like leaving because I was probably going to want to eat after this set. So I was like, oh, I'll just have something light.
I guess. Well, I guess at least as long as it was Captain Crunch.
All
Captain
berries. Sorry. Oops. All berries Captain Crunch.
No, you said all berries Captain Crunch before.
Right, but I forgot. It's Oops All Berries is the name of it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it has the word oops in it. I misspoke. That's my bad.
Get it? Oops.
Oops. All berries. Both teams posturing around the Baron, though. DoV want to try and make something done. The problem is they don't actually have bot lane priority, which is kind of what you would want, because otherwise DoV has no problem just sitting here, poking away at your front line.
Yeah, but the problem is the front line they're poking away at is the Garen.
It's Garen, sure. But, like, they don't have any bot lane priority, like I said, right? So
Yeah.
their whole hope here is that
Actually,
DoV walks into them.
well, right now DoV actually has a slow push in both top
It's
and bot right
it's
now, so
huge. Yeah,
they actually want to just sit here.
right. DoV is perfectly fine with this. They're perfectly fine to do this. Zonite's going to go in all by himself. Now Swain in the front line. So much damage onto the Graves. He's almost going down, but they actually managed to pick
Oh, but
off
now
the
Swain's
kill.
alone.
This is the fight Twitch needed. Triple kill in the corridor as Zog
Quadra
trying
kill.
to run away. Is Hydreion going to get the Quadra?
Get
Probably
him.
will, because
Give
Zog
it to
used
him.
the stopwatch. Didn't need to do that, but Heat Viper
Oh,
picks up
don't take
the
it.
4th kill of the game.
Oh, they took it. What meme teammates not giving him the quadra?
And now Rockport should be able to get the Baron here. Free of charge.
Was his Zonia's down, or did he must have got Swain or Miles ulted, because he didn't Zonia's that fight.
He either got Miles altered or silenced from one of the
Yeah.
2 silences.
Because when he like walked around, he just kind of insta-died after.
Yeah. No, if he'd been able to get his Zanyas off, that would have been a really... I don't want to say it would have been a good fight. It would have been a better fight, because they definitely just kind of funneled in and got hit by the Twitch.
Yeah, I guess either way, it probably still would have been bad.
That is the ideal fight for Rockport right there, because it's in a tight corridor. Their only form of CC is Miles ult, and Braum, right? Braum slows up everybody. That's right where Twitch wants to fight. So really well done there. DoV probably shouldn't have funneled in so heavy into that one spot, but they saw Zonite on Garen. They're just like, we gotta kill him, and it didn't work.
It probably too wasn't also realizing what was going on like we did. Like we were sitting there saying like how they have a slow push in both of the ways, but you know they were just looking at Rockport.
Right. Couldn't recognize the map state. But Baron over to Rockport should help them out quite a bit. Now with the 7k gold lead, Twitch is on 3 items. He's really strong. He's a fed rat.
Bot tower did still get pretty low though, so they could still try to go back if they ever get a chance to push again.
Yeah. The hard part at this point is like if you kind of split up, Miles is just going to flash on someone and ult them, and you're going to lose 1 or 2 people. So you kind of have to stick around. In fact, Miles doesn't even need to flash anybody. He's just going to be able to hop straight onto Zog, get the kill there. Twitch is behind them as well. Clovers is going down. Soccer, the next on the line. Glacial Fissure just goes a little short. Whoa, that Heat Viper. What was that flash?
Wow.
But still, 2 dead. Soccer's pretty much out of the fight. This should probably be Inhib going down as they push up in to the base.
I think Heat was just trying to show moral support.
He's like, hey guys, I can flash for kills too.
Or be like what Afromood does when he just flashes to get sums and then re goes in.
Yeah.
I remember he had a meme video of that once he was playing Blitzcrank. He flashed in, like, didn't do anything. The Aurelia instant flashed, and then he just pulled afterwards.
Yeah, might have been like that. But 2 inhibs for Rockport now, still with the Baron as well. Total map control, total game control, 10k ahead.
Yeah, they're starting to get pretty far ahead. And at this point, it's pretty much going to be hard for DoV to come back.
Yeah. Definitely very hard. Especially, it's like Trundle not tanking at this point, right? Not only that is he not tanking, but he's building Visage first, and all of the damage coming out of Rockport is from this Twitch, so super squishy from him. Doesn't even have any good targets to ult, maybe the Garen.
Yeah, and at this point, I will say, like, the AoE damage that Rockport does have is much stronger than DoV's. Like, Zerath isn't going to do much. Like, Kai'Sa just can't find openings to get in without getting run down.
Yeah, especially with this split build path from Zerath right now. He was going for Morello's, and he's like, no, I need to get a death cap, right? And he also still has a stopwatch broken, but, like, definitely like an all over the place build right now from Zog.
It's kind of hard to not get rid of the broken stopwatch though, because you can still use it to save gold on Zonias or whatever builds into it.
It only saves you. It doesn't count as a full stopwatch if it's a rune stopwatch.
Oh really?
Yeah, the build cost actually goes up. But it's still better than selling it.
Yeah.
But right, like he's technically got components for 3 different items. Whether one of them was free or not.
It's like the Ezreal I had in one game who said he was experimental building. Had a ruby crystal, sheen, and a tear.
Jesus, that sounds phenomenal.
And then went frozen mallet.
Rockport gotta be going for a dive. Twitch doing a lot of damage. Nethergrass has already been used onto the front line as Hydreion barely gets out alive. But Zog actually manages to snipe off the kill. So many minions in the base, though, means unless Zog and Stalker can get something done. Oh my god, the Garen damage. Why does this champion exist? And with only Zog alive, have to see if he can get anything done. It'll be kind of hard. The stun actually lands onto Graves, doing a good amount there. But with Sean Bear, Heat Viper, Zanai, and Quick Slice up still, they should be able to close out the first game. 32 minutes in. Rockport gonna finish it off.
To be fair, too, though, Kaisa is probably one of the squishiest champions in the game.
She's up there.
So getting caught by a Garen Q all the time, I mean, you're just gonna die.
Still, I don't like Garen, man.
It's like Sky Williams with Fiora.
I hate that character too. I hate Fiora. But
Fiora.
We don't see any Fioras in right now.
No CC, no hard engagement.